coast to Missouri's land. We built this life with our own two hands. Cattle, goats, and donkeys too. Horses and llamas, we're a farm that grew. Chickens clucking, dogs running free. This is the place we're meant to be. Let the stinging begin, we're be owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain. These are the golden days we claim. Mother Family Farm, it's where we win. Let the stinging begin. Sunrise hits, chores on the list. Bowling lanes at night, wood crafts we twist. Jerry's on the forge, Susan's quilting art. Robert's gaming strong, each plays their part. With every day new stories unfold. Living life, it never gets old. Let the stinging begin, we're be owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain. These are the golden days we claim. Mother Family Farm, it's where we win. Let the stinging begin. Years and counting, still going strong. Meetups with friends, our journey's long. From San Diego shores to Missouri's hills, we found our home, it gives us thrills. Let the stinging begin, we're be owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain. These are the golden days we claim. Mother Family Farm, it's where we win. Let the stinging begin, we're be owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain. These are the golden days we claim. Mother Family Farm, it's where we win. Let the stinging begin.
It's like 5 seconds.
Hello, everyone.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday.
Good evening, my friends.
Who is that?
That's my Dracula voice.
Oh, okay.
Good evening. Well, Des was here early, 5:50 her time. And then Demoose came in, and we had Jan. She came in, and then there was a lot of chit chat going on between those three for a while. And then we had Dink and Tank. Tamara and Dave popped in.
Long time no see.
Yeah,
It's been a hot minute.
And then we had Tim Mitchell came in. Welcome in, Tim.
Hi, Tim. How are you?
Hey, Tim, I went to try to find your live that you were supposed to have last week, and I could not find it. I never saw it go live. I kept looking for a thumbnail and I never found it. So I don't know what the deal was with that. And then we have
Kevin with Tuber Chat.
Oh, Kevin's there. Hey, Kevin. Arlene came in. I don't want to miss anybody. Arlene came in, and then Lynn came in from the official. Lynn from the official and Lynn show. And then
those ladies are funny.
Yeah. And then we had Beth come in here.
Hi, Beth.
And
hot minute.
So I said Arlene, and then there I say Kevin. And I'm trying to fly through these things so I can get down the bottom part. And Karen Galusi came in.
Hello, Karen. How are you doing?
I like saying her name.
Yeah, I know.
And then Brooke Trout came in. And then Cooking with the Munchies Mafia Official. Right? Official?
Well, it is official, but official. Twist on it.
Okay. And then Gather Together. Hey, Glenn. And then she's Teresa Jigowitz. And Mona did what? Hi, Mona. And let's see.
Thank you, Des.
Oh, hey, Des. Thank you, Des.
And Tim Mitchell, thank you, thank you. Demoose, thank you, thank you.
Man, I thought it was closer than that. Man. And let's see. Okay, oh, then Christine Betts. Hey, Christine Betts, welcome in. And then Des give his heart.
Yeah.
Sends love.
Hearts back to you, Des.
And you just lost the phone. Tim Mitchell. Thank you, Tim Mitchell. And Christine Betts. And I'm trying to figure. Oh, hey, there's one. Broken Heart Ministry, Gail.
Hey, Gail, how are you doing? And then did you see Ralph from Webb's Web?
I haven't got there far yet, or I haven't seen it yet. There's Ralph from Web.
Okay, so now.
Oh, hey, Ralph, welcome in. I'm gonna download Da Vinci either tonight or tomorrow to the day, and so I'm gonna start working with that. And then Demoose gave us $2. Appreciate the super chat.
Yep.
And
there's Tiffany from Canadian Life.
Oh, hey, Tiff, from way up north. And then I'm almost there.
Big Family Expedition.
Oh, really? Big Family? Yeah. Hey, Big Family Expedition, welcome in. And
I think we're there.
I'm almost there. Yep, I think I'm almost there.
You have to read our
and then we have to remember.
Yeah, because you added,
okay.
I
got it.
Added some memberships last week.
So, but you can go ahead and read it.
Well, I have to wait till it gets to where I can. I am making another. I got to just get computer glasses.
Well, get computer glasses. And that's what I have to use. I can't read if I don't have. Hey, Dave Panchico's in here. Panchico's in here. That's Dave. I met him in Texas.
Oh, okay.
Welcome in, Dave. Thanks for coming. I appreciate that. All right, so you can start. You can start.
I'm getting.
Okay, you're gonna start when it comes across.
Yes.
All right, these are for our Indiana backyard gardeners.
Hi, Adrian. How are you? I got.
This is our people who have joined our channel, our posse, and we're gonna start off with the Wranglers, which is I'll do the first part.
Okay.
Belt Loop 29, Peaceful Des, Heavens Fire 18, Simply Jan Homestead, and the free ones from last week are Canadian Family Life, Rich Cat Ranch, Suzanne Goulet, Brooke Trout 1, and Jennifer Ocean Homestead.
The farmhands are Kentucky Prepper 5, Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, Nora the Stock Explorer.
That's it.
Goodwin Honey and Dale Homestead, Demoose 1829, Derek Fowler 1973, Sweet Acres Koi Farm, Nikkei, Puroki, Penny Ortiz.
And that's it.
That's our
Welcome in Bear, or also known as Dave Butler, Cousin Butler.
Thank you all for your memberships, and we
appreciate it.
Keeping track of who's been on there for 6 months, and
Des has got a name for us for the next calf, which
we do have a girl out there now.
I'm not going to name that one, are we?
I don't know.
We haven't decided which one we're going to keep yet.
Of the new batch?
Yeah. We're going to keep Trudy. We could name Trudy's this one instead of T.
You're going to keep Trudy?
Yeah, we're keeping Trudy T. So, Des, write down the name in here. I know you said I think you said it was Geraldine. Or
that's a good one.
I can't remember if that was it. Or
tell us the name.
Yeah, Des, what's the name of it? So we can, there it is.
Geraldine.
Yep, Geraldine. Okay, so that's going to be Trudy's baby is going to be named Geraldine.
And because we're keeping her.
Yeah, we're definitely keeping her.
Okay. If you know what the giveaway word is, pop it in there.
If you guys got the giveaway from last week.
You said it's not plural.
No, it's not plural.
Okay, so
I didn't put an S on it.
Okay.
So it's just a singular, I guess you call it. Right?
And I get it. Yeah.
And we'll get pictures. We'll get pictures, Des. Her number is 45, isn't it?
45 or 46.
Yeah, I think it's 45. Anyways, and then she says she named it after a friend who passed away.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't named after me and being a girl.
Trudy's baby. I think it's 46.
Hey, Gail Southern, they just joined our member again. Thanks, Gail.
Our membership.
Yeah, membership.
Our posse.
Yep.
She joined
I'll get your name back on the thing next week.
So.
And there's Jody.
Sorry.
Genealogy.
Genealogy.
I can't say that word.
Genealogy.
I've never been able to say that word.
Okay.
So
Robin with Garden State so and so.
Yeah, there's Robin. Welcome in, everyone. All right. So what are we gonna talk about first?
So we did a lot of moving this week.
Week.
We did. we moved the herd into the alleyway.
They were there for 3 days.
3 days, and that was it.
And I did do a short on that, so it showed the short that of fixing the water, and then on the same day the cows moving in there
and that's just along the alleyway. Is just along. I don't know.
It's 40 feet wide, and
I know, but maybe it's a half a mile.
Yeah, it's half a mile long.
Because from the corner we're 3/4 of a mile up. And
hey, Quentin, welcome in, buddy.
I think
thanks for coming.
That half a mile.
And there's that devil dog himself. The devil puppy, I'm going to start calling him.
Okay. So they moved there. So the cows moved there. And then we moved them into field 1.
Was that yesterday we did that? No.
2 days ago.
It was Saturday.
Saturday we moved them
into field 1.
He and I did it by ourselves. We got it pretty well down pat. They know our voices and they know the smells.
Except for the babies, they all decided they were going to do something completely different.
Yeah,
they went jumping through the fence and into field 2, but then they wouldn't jump the fence into field 1. They just like sit there and looked at like, oh gosh, we can't go there. That's hot.
Couple of them went around the corner into where they were supposed to go.
Yeah,
so we had to manipulate the fence.
Not 4 or not 6.
Yeah, 2. So we manipulated the fence wire so that they could go there and not get shocked up. And anyway, we got them all together. But the plus side of that was that we were able to make a jog in the fencing next to the barn where the last 2 heifers that we have.
2 we had behind the house that were almost 2 years old, right?
They're
coming up on 2 years.
Yeah.
We moved them out with the herd, so they're out with the herd.
Yeah. And today I was out there looking for babies, and the one that was here the longest, Xena, she was lost from her mother. I forget why she was behind the house. I think it's because she was out in the field. And
Isn't she the one that was out there in field 9 and 10, and she got separated, which means her mother is Haley. Yeah.
So
Hannah's a good cow. So.
Yes, I was walking, checking to see who was standing way off from the herd, because that's what they do when they're going to have babies, and and the weather's changing and all that. So, and I could hear this rustling behind me, and I turned around and I looked because I didn't know if it was Charles, but nobody really follows me around out there. And it was the 2 heifers from the paddock that they had heard my voice when I was talking to other cows. They were following me. So you guys don't have to follow. You need to go get into the crowd and join up.
Hello, Anita Flores. Welcome in.
So anyway, they talked to us when we put hay out there. So we were able to get everybody out, all the cows, all the what are they? Cows,
cows and heifers.
Horses are equine. Cows are what? Anyway, they're all
cattle.
They're all together.
Yeah.
We still have to separate out the ones we're going to sell.
So now, now the thing is get the fencing done and the gates done, so we can bring all the cows into the working chute and work them, give them all their shots for the year, and separate out the babies that we're selling to at market and the babies we're keeping for people want to buy. We have 3 cows, basically 3 cows, 3 steers sold for meat that people are put their orders in, half steer each. They put their order in, and
we're keeping some of the girls
because Jerry's gone.
Right, their dad is Jerry, and he's gone, so they can pair up with Charles when they're 2 years
right.
old.
Then those that were taken out will be left behind the barn and behind the house, so we'll keep an eye on them. So till they get to be 2 years old. I did not want him out there. I did not want them out there with him until they're 2 years old.
Right. So then today
Hey, Kevin.
We did a little short road trip to Stockton, Missouri on Sunday, and on the way back we were talking, and
let's say we were with. You can say we were at
Canadian Family Life has been a member for 3 months, and Quentin's now a new member.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks, Quentin, very much. And there's our host says 9 months. Wow. Well, I'm gonna have to do this now.
Yeah,
since
you have
all
to do
this,
all of that.
I'm gonna have to do this.
Sorry, folks.
That was for the farm hands, and this is for the ones who join as wranglers. Thank you very much, you guys. We appreciate it. Back to the chat. Oh, Ann Dale, 17 months. Woo! All right, Ann Dale.
We planted. Okay, so I'll backtrack. We planted our survival seed planter this weekend.
Yes.
And we had the idea. It's round, and so we figured out what we were going to do to make sections because we have 7
pie sections.
Just a second. We have 7 different seeds to plant. But, I was trying to figure out how to do this. And I think Jerry came up with it. He said, well, let's just make it like pie shapes. So that's what we did.
Hey, Rob.
Made it into 8 pie shapes. And so then we wanted to have the companion. We wanted to do companion planting this year. And so we're trying to figure out how to do that. And he said, well, why don't you just use where you cut it, like you cut the pie like this, do those and plant your marigolds and
garlic
and zinnias, and he said and garlic. So I said, okay, that's a good idea. So we alternated that. But when I went to do the garlic,
we've misplaced our garlic,
which was given to us by Simply Jan Homestead a while back, and we planted an IBC tote with it, but we wanted to use some of it with our this year's garden, and I couldn't find it. So Jerry called her, and so that's where we went. We went to Stockton to get more garlic, and we helped them with moving some chicks, and we just had
we helped them with their air conditioning leak they thought they had, which they didn't have a leak. They just had their pump was off.
Right.
The pump had.
But anyway, we had a really, really nice afternoon with them. So driving back, we haven't been able to put Miss Kitty Goat out in the pen because she found a hole to get out,
and she beats me back to the house.
Right. There's more, and yes, we know that fencing needs. I know that fencing needs to be redone.
And so do I.
However, it's not a priority at the moment. The fencing to be able to contain the heifers that we're keeping needs to be done is more important. So we I had an idea, but it's not one that he likes, and we can't do it anyway because the gate that I said we could put up against that fence there needs to be hung for this other project. So he said, why don't we just move them into that paddock which is paddock 4, which is where we had the heifers. And since we moved the heifers out, then we could have the goats over there. And then we would bring the billy into the front 2 or the middle 2 away from the others because I don't want the babies to get, there's a little bit of bullying out there, a little bit of roughness. So I did that today. I put more straw into the huts that are out there in that paddock because I left 5 of them out there, and I brought all the dishes up.
Yes, Karen, you're absolutely correct. Miss Kitty, the goat dog, aka Jerry Shadow.
When we put them out in the morning when we put the dogs out, and we take her out, she won't even come down the steps. And she beats those 2 boy dogs. Of course, they're old, but she beats them out of the gate. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. She knows exactly where she's going
right to the house.
Going right to the house and in here.
So there's no doubt in my mind if she ever gets out of a pen,
she'll know where to
She'll be on the front porch. I won't have to worry about her getting in the street, or she'll be on the front porch wanting to come in the house.
So I went out and this afternoon when I got home from my little job and fixed the huts because they needed fresh straw in there. We're expecting rain for the next 3 days.
Christine Betts said this. She planted some store garlic and some Jan's garlic in the fall. Store garlic didn't live through the winter, but Jan's did.
Yes, it did. Ours
did too.
Ours did too. It's growing great. It's growing great.
And our asparagus are growing good.
Yep. So I just picked up their food dishes and brought them all to where I wanted them to be. And I put food out there and I coerced them in. And Jesper was already there. And it was right by this little gate that opens between the two paddocks. And I grabbed a hold of him and hauled him to the other side. So he and Sparky are in the two paddocks where the goats used to be.
Where the calves are going to go when we separate them out.
They could.
Well, they're going to go. That's where the calves are going to go.
And then I'm going to pull, I think I'm going to pull 2 of the older females that I'm not expecting to have babies. Nibbles had one last year, but we had to pull it and it was already had passed.
Yeah, it was.
And so, and she's an older one. She's real old. And so
I don't think she's pregnant.
Yeah. And she's just fat, but she is a big goat and she's got big horns and she she's
a matriarch, really.
Yeah, she could hurt the baby girls out there. And I don't want that to happen. And then there's another goat that we bought from a friend, not a friend, but a friend of a friend. And she hasn't had any babies yet. So I'm going to pull those 2 out.
And she is a Kinko goat.
Yeah. I'm going to pull those 2 out, I think, and put them in with Jester, and then he won't be lonely.
He's not lonely anyways.
And then it'll just be the nannies with their babies out in the one paddock. So yeah, it's moving things around. You got to change things up.
And if this weather would ever clear up, so it could dry out a little bit, because we were supposed to have 20% chance rain today, but then we have 70% tomorrow. You know, we need to stop this rain for a little bit so I can have time to be able to get things done, because I can't even cut the grass; it's too wet.
Yeah. Even though we have to fix 2 tires.
Well, that's
not a big deal.
Yeah, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's just going to be horrendous. You're going to have to do like a double cut, like go around with it high just to get down.
I'll cut it up at 4.5 inches, and I'll cut it down. I'll cut it later again. So, all right, 29 likes already. Oh, what's it say? What's he say?
Oh, he's just beefing.
29 likes already. Oh yeah, somebody put another like in there. We can get past 30, so Gary won't be able to say anything. Hey, look who's in here. Who came in?
Hi,
hey,
Jason.
How are you? We'll see him in a couple weeks.
A month.
Oh, it's a month.
Yes, yeah. June. Hopefully they're coming.
I think they are.
Oh, okay.
So, anyways, and then
so that's.
Have you seen any sprout out of the garden yet?
I didn't. No, there's nothing out there just to grow.
We
haven't planted.
Oh, we haven't put seeds in there yet.
No, we're going to go out
tomorrow.
I'm just really in between the rain. I'm just really disappointed how my seedlings have taken off. They're just little spindly, spiny.
Yeah.
You know. So I was also out there. Thank you, Jan. I was also out there doing my Gale thing where if it doesn't grow, throw more seeds out there. So I did that today, especially my survivor seed. I've got some that the plants are doing okay, but last year the seedlings didn't do that really hot, and I just went out and planted seeds where I wanted to do stuff, and the seeds took off better. So we'll see.
So tomorrow we're going to go and finish planting. We're going to put seeds in for the survivor seeds, right?
Pardon
Some
me?
seeds in the survivor seeds.
I did that already.
Oh, you did that today?
Yeah, I did that today when I planted the garlic in the.
Okay, so if you guys haven't,
I watered it too.
If you guys haven't watched that video, survivor seed video, I know it's a little long, but go watch it because it shows you the process we did on mixing the mushroom, topsoil, dirt. In the bottom, and then we put perlite, and I put these water crystals.
The video.
Basically, I put these water crystals in, mix them in, and I had some comments on the water crystals. People didn't know what they were, and the water crystals they do is they swell up holding water, so they hold water in your dirt, but doesn't make your dirt soggy. So your plant can go and get moisture through the roots from the crystals, and if you where do you see those things at? When you buy flowers or something like that, you see them in there?
You see the perlite.
Not perlite, but I mean, I'm talking the crystals.
I don't know. You found it, son. You found it. I did.
Anyways, that's what they're there. They hold moisture.
It's a little pricey, but when we got it, it's in a bucket, so it's going to last for quite a few years. But and it doesn't really. Did it tell us how to?
It doesn't break down.
No, but did it tell you how much
and
to
it
use?
says put one cup per so many cubic feet, but I just mixed it myself.
So, but it's very, very, very fine. It's even finer than.
Yes, the crystals hold moisture. They swell up and hold moisture, and then the moisture is there, so the plants can get moisture from them, and they'll shrink back down when the dirt gets dry. So if we're not around the water or we don't have any rain or something like that, we're not able to get out there and water them. The plants will still have water.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I wanted to do something to improve the soil.
We were a little disappointed in the soil that we bought.
In the mushroom soil, yes.
Because it was kind of compacted. Things grew, but they probably would have grown bigger and better maybe if it was more loamy, you know. And so
so I put perlite in there, mixed perlite in there to loosen up the soil. And then the crystals will help loosen it up because the crystals will swell and shrink. So that would help.
I think Butlers, there's a channel that does that. She's real big on wood and hay and stuff, and that's Hedgehog Homestead. But we didn't do that this year. We've got rock in the bottom of some of them. But,
that's for drainage mostly, though.
Yeah, but we did this. So we need to get our lemon grass planted,
yes,
and lemon seeds and flower seeds out there. I did go out and look at the eastern bee garden, and just with the rain that we've had, it's kind of a little bit green flowers, starting, but it's had some trash out there too that I picked up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they came to the surface.
Well, on the western side that we put last year was 2,700 square feet. It had a lot of flowers in it. They're starting to come up. The blue flowers and the purple flowers are starting to open up.
Yeah.
So the bees are already, I'm sure, going, hey, this is new.
If they can get past that 20-mile south wind, Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah, let me tell you, it's
not rain.
I wish I had a windmill.
Wind.
Wish I had a windmill put up. I would have no electricity bill.
I know one thing I'm going to do. When I was out there planning on today was I think I'm going to get some yard art. It would be really cool to have something right there in the middle instead of that twig.
Thanks, Jan. I'm waiting for my llama spitting sign that you were supposed to order from.
That's not yard art.
It's yard art to me.
It's not going to be out here.
No, it's going to be out in front for me.
We'll see it. Yeah, but
thanks to Moose. So yeah, it's gonna. That would be. I want that sign because people are. You tell them that
liability.
It's a liability. He's not a nice llama. He is definitely a guard llama.
No, he
gets mad.
He gets mean and nasty.
You didn't get near his yard. So
I can't even get water out of the tank without him
spitting on you,
yelling at me, and So anyway.
Anyways, at least he's doing his job.
Yeah. Big Family Expedition says we're making him want to have a garden so bad. I'm going to have a rooftop traveling garden. Soon.
Yeah. I like the idea for us for the IBC totes because I tell you what, it's a backbreaker to bend over, especially my knee's still not bending like it should. I have to bend over things, but with the IBC totes up on bricks, man, it's right at right there like tabletop size.
Yeah. We got ours through Amazon. I didn't look at Walmart or Home Depot. Actually, you found it.
Yeah. We didn't buy it from Amazon. So
we bought directly from the company.
From the company because they had them. We got a 50-pound.
Yeah,
bucket.
We got a big bucket.
50-pound bucket for it was $120 for 50 pound. Oh, 25-pound bucket. 25-pound bucket.
I'm not sure.
A 25-pound bucket, it was $150, I think it was, or 25 pounds. And if you would have, but 50-pound bucket, it was like $300.
Yeah. But it's
like sand. It's like salt.
Salt.
It's like salt.
It's really, really fine.
But it swells up a lot bigger.
Yeah.
I dumped some out a little bit on another tote that I hadn't weeded yet. And I didn't think much about it. I just dumped a little bit out of the bucket. Actually, I had cleaned up some dirt that I dumped in the bucket of the stuff, and I just dumped it on another tote. And Susan goes, "What is that white stuff out there?" And went over to it and I picked it up, and it's this jelly stuff. I said, "Oh, that's the crystals." It had swollen up on there, and it made this big old white pad, really.
It looked like barf,
and I didn't throw that much on there. It was very real. And the only reason I did it because I had dirt in the bucket. I wanted to get the dirt out.
Christy, we are going to downsize our donkeys, and the girls are all going to go up to market, or actually the auction, and we're going to put Pete, the male.
This is against what I would like to do, but she wants to get rid of the donkeys, so we're going to get rid of the donkeys.
We had that discussion.
Yeah, we're getting rid of the donkeys, but we're keeping Pete.
And Pete's going to go out with the cows because he's been with cows. That's where he came from, was a herd of cows out in a field someplace.
So so I'm going to have a corral, which I have no idea what I'm going to do with the corral.
You're going to plant corn.
Well, yeah, but that's only in there all the time.
Well, you can figure something out.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, I bet summertime it depends on what part of Florida you're living in too, I guess. So giveaway word, almost said it. Be sure and get that in there.
Do you put it on top of the soil? Monica's asking, do you put it on top of the soil or the bottom? I mixed it in the soil.
He found this auger bit
that goes on
a drill, and so he's able to use a drill and go up and and mix it up that way, and then we just keep dumping more, and he just and it's not all the way down to the bottom of the IBC tote or anything, or even the survival of
the top 6 to 8 inches.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because you don't need it down the bottom. I mean, the bottom, the roots don't really on vegetables don't go down that far.
Yeah,
I mean, if there's a tree, it'd be one thing, but not for fruit and vegetables. Well, I tried to talk Eddie to come and get one, but he wouldn't come and get it.
Adrian, I need to talk to you about my apple cider vinegar. I tried to do a couple pictures or even a short video, and I wasn't sure where to send it, but I'm a little concerned. I'm not sure it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. I'm not sure, because I saw Lisa of Yogi Holler Farm where she had 2 mothers in her
no fathers.
She had 2 mothers in her apple cider vinegar, and I started looking at mine, and so I just need to talk to you.
I get what Bill Blue is. He saw this, and then he says this.
That's stuff for you guys.
Hey, why?
This
is a family thing, or all women talk. You can tell me.
I haven't repotted it, Jan, the peach tree yet. I'm going to. I got to repot I got 5 new trees out there that I need to get into containers.
Mona, where are you at? It says still too cold for veggies. So where are you at? It's not too cold here because it's getting the high 70s and low 80s around here now. Hey, welcome in, Duncan Family Farm. Welcome.
Ohio.
Oh yeah, maybe a little bit colder up
there. Yeah, they're getting some of those storms going across.
Yeah, they're still a little farther north than us too.
Well, most of our fruit trees are up here by the house. We have a spot that we've started working on. We've marked off, and we've cut some trees down that we want to make into our nursery. And the idea is to have some big poles, and then we're going to have this netting, fencing around it. I'm
going to use 2x4 welded wire, 6 foot tall, to go all the way around it, and then I'm going to put a hot wire down at the bottom, 31 inches around it. And hopefully that will keep the deer from trying to jump over it.
They do jump our hot wire.
Yeah, but
it's only 31 inches from the ground. So,
but they can smell electricity, so they should stay away from.
That's an interesting thing. I learned that when we did our hot wire with the cows, is that they smell it, and that's why sometimes the new babies, they're just stupid. They don't know any better. But the 1-year-olds and up.
They're
sniffing at the wire.
If it's off, they'll go through the fence.
Yeah.
You know, the adults won't. The adults know that that's where they're supposed to stay until we move them. But the babies, they, you know, I don't know. They're it's kind of interesting. I have a theory about the baby calves that their hoofs are not their hoofs are insulating them from the actual ground. Is my theory is.
Yeah. And then the middle-aged ones that we need to get separated out, they've made their own clique, their own little community. They're not with their mothers. Now, when the babies are with their mothers and follow their mothers, then it's not a problem. But when they get older, they get into this clique or they all run together, and then
well, and right now all the six babies are all hanging out together.
Yeah.
And their own little clique. And then they have one cow that babysits them.
Yeah.
All the mothers and everything off someplace eating and stuff. And you have all the 6 babies sitting together, and you have one cow that sits there, watches them. And that cow alternates with a different cow.
Yeah.
So they have different babysitters with them.
Yeah. It was an interesting thing interesting thing to see. So.
Well, are you ready to do a giveaway?
Sure, we can do the giveaway.
We got 38. We're in this 38 minutes. We can.
I have this book that is the giveaway, and it's called Uncle John's Hindsight is 2020, and it's got tons and tons of
jokes and stuff.
No, it's facts.
Oh.
It's like.
That's what you told me that was for toilet
it
reading.
It says right here, bathroom reader.
Oh yeah, I don't read them in bathrooms, so.
But don't let that deter you from putting in the giveaway word. So that's what we're sending out this week.
Really? Christine Spence said that she's getting braver there. They had one that walked up within 5 feet of her cat. Scared the cat. Well, we have the 5 dogs up here, and I know the deer won't come up here. And we have seen a deer out in field 1 behind the house. But in fact, Miles was here one day, and there were 7 deer out there, and he made a big deal. Oh my God, Mike, look. And I said, what?
I know, Jason, but I'm a reader, and I don't do the cell phone in the bathroom. I've dropped it one too many times. So
yeah,
I don't do that.
Anyways, so I'm gonna put the word up, and then I'll go in there and we'll hit. Oops, oh, there it is. Okay, and I'll go in there and we'll do that thing, and I'll give 5 more memberships away.
Okay, that sounds exciting. I have a sewing date with my sewing friend this coming Sunday to go over and finish up my no hashtag, Adrian.
Nope, no hashtag. We have 15 in here out of the 37.
There's a few more adding it on.
Anyway,
I have a goal of getting my the giveaway blocks that I won, exchange blocks that I won at my sister's retreat at the California retreat. Get that all put together into the top so I can get it quilted. My younger sister, is starting to get into the gardening mode, and she's got some tomato plants at her place, and they're in pots, and she has a bottle of water in the pot just sitting there. And I said, what is that for? And she says it keeps the cats from pooping in your planters. And I said, oh, I had not heard of that. I haven't even Googled it. I didn't ask her where she found it or who. Somebody probably told her. And if I told her that's a bunch of boo-hooey, she, wouldn't believe me. So I didn't. I said, well, that's quite interesting. I hope it works for you.
Okay. We have 18.
Well,
so that's half of how many people are in here. So
that's okay.
Almost half. So let's go ahead and give it away.
Spin. Yep. Do a spin.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I better write this down. May forget who. Okay, Jan got the back.
Hey, Dan, you can come get it and get the boxes. I forgot to bring the box to you.
That's funny. Funny, Jan. Okay.
All right.
So then next week is congratulations, Jan. Next week is May 5th, and technically it's Cinco de Mayo. It's also my younger sister's birthday, but y'all don't know her, so I'm not going to use her as a giveaway. And I started thinking, Cinco de Mayo, boy, that's kind of long, and Jerry's going to jaw jap at me for putting in such a long word. So the giveaway word for next week is margarita. This is what you won, Jan.
Okay, so we had Duncan Family Farm got a membership. Outdoors Big Mac got a membership. Molly got a membership. My residence grandma got a membership, and my others keeper. That's who got the memberships.
Okay, well, congratulations to you all, and we'll have your name on the banner next week. So margarita is the word for next Monday for the giveaway. So, and it's also Cinco de Mayo. So we always have Taco Friday, but we might have Taco Monday next week. Who knows? National Star Wars Day. Oh, yay.
Oh, it really is on the 5th.
Yeah, I looked at the calendar first.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's Karen's birthday.
So we'll have tacos on Friday and then tacos on Monday, huh?
Yeah, we can have two different ones. Can you spell that for me? I think if you look at
that's so Jan's got it right.
Yeah, look, Jan typed it in for you.
There you go.
Belt loop.
There you go, belt loop. Jeez. Write it down for belt loop, Gary. I mean, Eddie. Right. So
I'll get this out in the mail, or maybe I'll hang on to it till June. I don't know. We'll see.
No,
we could do June. We're collecting things for Gail to take. May the 4th be with you all the way.
Yes.
Yes. Silly guys.
Hey, those are my friends. Don't talk bad about my friends.
I am not talking bad about your friends.
Okay.
Anyway, so what else?
So
this week in Amongst the Rain, we're going to try and get our lemongrass and some more bee garden stuff done.
Yeah, I bought lemongrass.
Yeah, you bought lemongrass. We got some really good.
And then you got some lemon balm that we have to try to get started.
I got seeds.
Yeah, to get started.
But I'm going to put those in the pots.
And I got to take my bee traps, 2 bee traps, put them out because it's starting to be swarming season. And I'm hoping my bees don't swarm. I hope I keep them where they're content and they won't swarm.
You need to check.
I need to go out there. I've been waiting for no wind. I mean, I can't open it with 20-mile-an-hour winds and have that blow my queen away.
Oh, we did have. It's not a failure. It's just a miscalculation of time, I think, and not enough research maybe. But we didn't get any walnut syrup this year.
Yeah,
so we're going to get ready for next year.
This is black walnut, so I may be mistaken that black walnut tree. It may have to be regular walnut trees. So I have to do some more research. So
Gail says her lemongrass didn't come up, but her lemon balm is doing well. Well, we actually went to a little
it was like a Filipino community type thing.
Yeah, but what is that? What are those?
Like a yard sale? Like a swap meet.
No.
Yeah, it was like a swap meet.
No, it was like a swap meet. Anyway, in Granby the other day, and he was able to find
they had all these little vendors they had, and they were all Filipino vendors. They were there. They had Filipino food. They had kimchi out there. They had all kinds of plants. They had chickens there. That they had a guy who built boxes to transport your chickens in. They had some dance groups there that were doing some dancing. They had a singer there. It was basically like an outdoor. I call it a swap meet type thing. So you go in there and they have these little booths, and you pay, buy what you want. They had all these guys, all these different plants and stuff, and they had this one guy had these lemongrass plants, and for $5. And I thought, well, that's not too bad. Here's one of them right here, and I thought that's not too bad.
It looks pretty healthy in here.
Yeah.
In this part, that's what we were looking.
So
at.
it's got good. It even got a root coming out the bottom already in this pot. So I thought I'll put this in last year's. Here, you go. Put this back over there someplace. I'll put this in those two. They're very invasive, so I'm going to put them in last year's survival seed tub that we used.
The black one.
The black one, and that take over that whole tub, which is out next to the bees, anyways. So the bees will be happy because the bees like lemongrass.
Lemongrass freezes well.
Where you see that?
Right here, cooking with the Munchie Mafia official says lemongrass freezes well.
Okay. What is this?
Hello, Jennifer. Missed seeing you come
online for lemongrass. This says most cool.
Oh, that's for probably some help for Gail.
Yeah.
So.
Man, chat goes fast.
And you got it on slow. Anyway.
No.
So we might be able to get,
Nothing.
We might be able to get out there and get some of that work.
Okay, Jason, get your mower fixed. You probably have to start cutting hay here pretty quick, or cutting grass here pretty soon. Because he's up a little bit farther north too. Yeah, he's up north with us. So our grass is growing like crazy. I'm looking at cutting hay probably the first or second week in May. No, that's next week. No, second week in June.
June, yeah.
Yeah, because that will be tall enough then.
When we get back from
with all this rain, I'm not cutting anything.
Yeah, when we get back from Mid-America meetup.
And my neighbor, whose place I used to cut, which is like a little 5-acre place, I used to get about 20 bales off it. His health is not doing so good, so his daughter and son-in-law is moving in there, and they are basically took over the place, and I'm not cutting hay from there this year. They said the our son-in-law is planting a sunflower bed.
Huge.
It's not that big. It's no bigger than our bee garden, really.
Yeah.
And he planted a sunflower bed because he wants to hunt dove in the sunflower seeds, and he's trying to time it out so he plants it it comes ripe at the same time that the dove season opens.
That'll be interesting. That's September 1st, and that comes along, and you hear a pop here.
A super chart. Oh, super. What? A super chat. A super chat didn't show up. I don't know.
Pops around, and I think, what the heck? What are they shooting at? And then I realized, it's September 1st, but it's kind of a distant sound. This is going to be like half a mile down the road. I'll be hearing this. September 1st. They are half a mile.
Hey, Henry, Leslie, Vermont.
One more to reach to go. Let's go. Thanks, Daz.
Yes.
Henry, is it really Henry and Leslie?
This is Henry Leslie, Vermont.
So I'm thinking it's Henry and Leslie.
Maybe I don't ask him. Maybe it is Henry and Leslie. If it is, then I didn't realize that. I've been thinking it was his last name was Leslie.
There it is.
Oh my gosh.
Belt Loop.
Thanks, Belt Loop.
And then there's
Demoose.
So did they say? No, they didn't say yet.
It said on what? It says on here. That's StreamYard. That doesn't.
I'm looking right here with what we have.
Oh, from what he said.
Yes, I'm not.
Hey, there's Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hey, Kathy. Welcome in.
How are you doing?
And then he's just so that he's just saying.
See you later, Tiffany. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, good night, Tiff. See you later. I'll talk to you later. He says, Beltloop says Henry Leslie, Vermont, also. But he invited us to super chat that. Get out of here. See, I don't see where it's. He just said hello belt loop.
That's okay. It's
Well,
no big deal.
I'll try to find out.
It's just me being Sophie, just being curious.
Henry, is it Henry and Leslie, or is it Henry Leslie in Vermont? Is it your last name Leslie, or is that your wife's name?
And are you in Vermont? Hey, Teresa.
I hope you.
Thanks, Christy, for stepping in. Get your battery charged.
Goodbye, Christine Betts. She has to go. Low battery. Thank you very much.
Just let us know, Adrian, and so that we can promote you out.
Is she not going live tonight, or she is?
No, she had to order a new webcam.
Oh.
She'll do live maybe next week.
Okay. Should have asked what the goal.
Busy.
The goal was say I'm going to do the wheel of names next week. It's going to force myself to get the dominoes done. So I'm definitely going to get dominoes done. Okay.
Henry Leslie is my last name, and I'm in Vermont.
There you go.
So I was half right. Anyway. I'm just a Sophie. I'm just curious. I ask people when I meet them here in Missouri, are they native Missourians or are they transplants like us? And if transplants, where did they come from? Where did they move from? It's just, I like to hear the stories.
Sophie.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's it. So.
Well, we all appreciate everybody coming in, and we appreciate the super chats you guys did. But I'm definitely going to have the wheel names next week. I'm going to force myself to get I just need to do it is what it is. I'm going to make the time to do the dominoes for next week. And I'm going to try to get, maybe if I can, get 2 sets done. And I'm doing green and gold for the Packers colors. And I'm going to try to do another color too. I have to see what color I'm going to do.
You should do red and yellow.
Red and yellow. I can do
Kansas City Chiefs.
I did red before though. Red and white.
Red and yellow is Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, well, none of these people all live in Kansas though.
I don't care. I don't care. Well, you know what? Whoever wins, if they have a football team, they should tell you the colors of the football team, and you do it.
I can do that.
Do it that way.
Do it that way. They can tell me what colors they want. Hey, Derek Fowler, welcome in. Thank you for the super chat, Derek. I appreciate that.
Well, Jan, then you have to win to do cowboy colors. And we just
Jennifer
decided.
And Jennifer wants pastel colors. That's what we're going to do. We're going to spin the wheel next week. Everybody's names on it, and then you're going to tell me what colors you want your dominoes.
2 colors.
And we'll do. Maybe I might do 2 sets. We may do 2 sets. So everybody who's here, and everybody who's bought a spot on the wheel, think about what colors you want. And it has to be 2 colors. You don't want to mix colors, like you don't want to mix a green and a blue like that, because I'm just saying green and blue. It could be green and yellow, whatever in the domino. I can do it that way, but you'll be able to see the dots through it if we do it that way. So you pick the colors you want. Colors you want the domino, and the color you want your dots.
Thanks for stopping in, Ron.
Rob.
Sorry. I haven't seen him for a while.
I know, it's been a while.
So
that Rob, let us know when you're going to go live again, so we can let people know. So, Sarah? Can't remember, huh? Old age. Anyway, so that's what we'll do. Do the wheel names next week. I
can't afford to go to jail for domestic violence, but I would slug you.
With your son.
Yeah.
They both asked me, bring me your books. Bring me a book.
Can I have my knitting?
Want red and black for
dogs.
I don't know what team that is. It must be a Georgia
minor league team,
college team, or minor league team or something.
Anyway, that's what we're gonna do.
That's what we're gonna do next week for sure. We're gonna do the spin it. We're gonna spin the wheel, and I'm gonna make the dominoes up the week after that, and I'll show them on here, and then we'll get a package up, and it will come in a box. So that's a good way. That way, because I kept thinking, well, what colors do I want to do? And I don't want to do ones that people don't really want. Right. This is better this way.
And if you're not a football player, which a lot of these colors represent football teams, and you're a basketball player, They've got colors. The
Yep.
same thing in
Baseball,
baseball,
yep.
soccer, any sport
that you like.
You
just come up with two, or
somebody likes that you want to give them to them as a gift,
or colors you like, and I'll definitely do them, because that way I'll have a definite goal to get them done that way. I just been kind of like contemplating what the colors I want to do. You know, well, I have 100 different colors, so
okay, that was fun.
So that takes care of that. I appreciate that. Red,
so
blue,
we're just going to be working on
white,
garden stuff this week, and maybe we can get some gates hung. That would be awesome.
I did cut the 4x4 section for one of them, and then I gotta it's so okay out there. I fixed that up there, but I gotta do another one over here. Got to have help moving that panel around.
Yeah.
So
chances y'all back off. I'm winning the dominoes.
We're gonna. I'm really thinking serious about doing 2 sets. So
okay.
So that way you guys have more than one shot at it. And I will get all the names there. And I'm not sure how many names are on there total, but I'm going to go back to where we stopped last time we did it, and I'll get all the names together and all the spots together, and you guys will all have a good shot at it. So
yeah, that'll be good. Good.
Yep. And as a matter of fact, I can even show you the colors. I'll have my color box out here, and I pull the the colors of the domino itself. The other part, I'll use that acrylic paint they bought in the dots. It works better.
Sounds like a great plan.
Yeah, I love that. I love it when a plan comes together.
And it was nice to, what do you call it? Thinking, bounce ideas around it.
What do you call it? Brainstorming?
Brainstorming.
Yep, brainstorming. Yep. That's great. So
okay, well,
we still got
that time.
A couple minutes, for our hours up, but we can. What time is it?
It's 6:43.
Yeah, 6:43.
So wrap it up, and I'll go to JJ's and get some salads.
Okay, so we're having a salad tonight. Salad and a burger, mushroom burger. Ooh, I love mushroom burger. Anyways, guys, you all have a safe week, and
if you're getting bad weather,
watch,
hunker down.
Yeah, hunker down. Watch for flooding, because there's everything. I mean, we're saturated here now. We get a quarter inch, and there's water all over the place. So the old saying, if it was a flood, turn around, don't drown.
Something like that.
If the road's flooded, turn around, don't drown. Don't take a chance.
Yeah.
Exactly. Especially it's bad enough. And,
yeah.
We don't.
We're getting a storm tomorrow too.
Yeah, it's supposed to be here tomorrow. So, anyways, we'll go ahead and end this with our B song. And you guys enjoy your evening. And
thanks for stopping in. We enjoyed having you.
And we got the word for next week.
Margarita.
So write it down.
Jimmy Buffett in Margaritaville.
And bring your margaritas next week. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Good night.
From the West Coast to Missouri's land, we built this life with our own 2 hands. Cattle, goats, and donkeys too. Horses and llamas, we're a farm that grew. Chickens clucking, dogs running free. This is the place we're meant to be. Let the singing begin, we're be owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain. These are the golden days we claim. Mother Family Farm, it's where we win. Let the stinging begin. Sunrise hits, chores on the list. Bowling lanes at night, wood crafts we twist. Jerry's on the porch, Susan's quilting art. Robert's gaming strong, each plays their part. With every day new stories unfold. Living life, it never gets old. Let the singing begin, we're be owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain. These are the golden days we claim. Mother Family Farm, it's where we win. Let the singing begin. years and counting, still going strong. Meetups with friends, our journey's long. From San Diego shores to Missouri's hills, we found our home, it gives us thrills. Let the singing begin, we're meeting owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain, these are the golden days we claim. Butler Family Farm, it's where we win. Let the singing begin, we're meeting owners now. Through the ups and downs, we make it somehow. The good, the bad, the pretty, the pain, these are the golden days we claim. Butler Family Farm, it's where we win. Let the singing begin.